can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Check, crunch. Check. Fresno. Slam.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, He took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
0-0, Mike Free. You ain't doing 91. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 3. Watch the run. Watch the run. 0-0, Mike Free. Yeah. Move. Mike 3. Combo. You're not ready. You're not ready. Monday.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Connection made with Shenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mike 3. Target somewhere. 0-0, Mike 3. Mike 3. Combo. Not here. Mike 3. Kill.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
2-yard line.
Safety creek. Wall, get wall. Monday.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Switch. Easy. Right there in the middle, 55.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line.
10 at the 20-yard line.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 at the 15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Intended for Laviska Shenault. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Jaguars have 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Underwood. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
First down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
First, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Makes this Washington.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
The 45-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Kaepernick. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards that time on the pickup. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It quickly to Thielen here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yard.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
2-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Washington.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Underwood. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike 3. And let's get this. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Mike 3.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
shit. Alert 3, alert 3. Shit.
On first down, Robinson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Chenault on the end around. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Get ready. Mike 3. I'm trying to collect. Kill. 0-0, Mike 3.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mike 3. Sunday. Come get some.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mike 3. Combo. Easy. Where, lady? I got you.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
63 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The fullback Janovich on the handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 6.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Washington,
the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead.
so round, how round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball, 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females, I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish. Go ahead.